Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Roxanne. We are backstage at Slam Dunk Festival 2022, and the lads from Alexisonfire are here with me now. How are you, gentlemen?
Very good, very good. Happy to be here.
Same.
Yes, confirmed, the same. I mean, this is great to have you guys back in the UK for a start. I mean, really, really genuinely exciting. Not just that you're doing a headline set here at a festival like this, which is going to go down a storm, but I can only imagine after the last couple of years, it's nice to do any live music, but the UK in particular has got to feel pretty nice, right?
Yeah, those 2 years were tough. Like, I think you don't really realize how much you miss performing live until you have no ability to do it at all. And yeah, we're all very excited. We managed to get out on a few different tours now, and it seems to be business as usual. And yeah, no, it feels wonderful to be back.
Yeah, definitely. Good to have you guys back over here, and especially exciting times with all this new music that we know is to come. Obviously, you've just been on the cover of Roxanne, which we absolutely loved.
Thank you very much.
But the album's great, boys. We've told you this already, but what I wanted to pick your brain on, Wade said when I last spoke to him, he believes that this new record is the best thing you guys have ever done. I want to know, do you agree? And tell me why you agree if you do.
I agree.
Okay. Why?
No, I think we all agree that it is the best group of songs. And I'm sure there's people that will disagree with us, you know, like people that feel very strongly about our first record or emotionally attached to old things like that. But I think for us as a band that's been around for 20 years to feel as sort of refreshed and like brand new as we feel, do you know what I mean? It just feels like we are firing on all cylinders in a way that we haven't before, especially on the record. You know, the record is like this. I think we've always been a collaborative band. We've always been like this sort of like, let's make everybody stoked on what the songs are like. But with this one, it was just so more involved. The process of collaborating as a team and writing the songs completely together. And yeah, I think that's what all seeps into the songs, and that's why I feel like it's the best thing we've ever done.
Yeah, there's a newfound kind of sense of pride, I think, with Alexisonfire too. We're not like, I think that we spent a lot of years as this kind of like screamo apologist band where we're like, yeah, maybe this isn't so, I don't know if we can feel confident about this. And I feel like right now we're at the most confident we've ever been. I feel more than capable of contributing and still making music, and that what we're doing is good. So that plays into it a lot, I think.
It's so funny hearing you use a phrase like screamo apologist as well, because it's like, you must have noticed, coming back with the new record, everyone was delighted. Like, fans in this scene, fans of your music, obviously going to be delighted anyway, but also so many bands out there at the minute who are doing it now, who have looked to you as an inspiration. It's got to be lovely to kind of be able to look out at that, or have you not even noticed that?
Well, I think, you know, for us, like George said, like we were so young when this all started, right? And we were doing this type of music that we didn't have much markers to look for. We were kind of trying to create this version of something that we heard in our heads. And as we got more notoriety, more popularity, I think we all kind of had a hard time with how to take that, you know? And the way we are too, all of us are quite self-deprecating. We're all kind of like, you know, we're jerks. So it was hard to sort of like feel any sense of pride, like George was saying, or any sense of like, because we're just not those types of people. So I think we can now look at it with a different set of lenses on, you know, and feel like we did contribute in the past to something. But like George said, we feel very good that we feel like we can still contribute to something new. And hopefully a whole bunch of other kids will listen to this new record and be like, fuck, I want to try and do that now.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Bring on that new generation. I mean, it's interesting to use the word fresh, because I said this to Wade as well. Like, it's interesting that there is a freshness to it. There is a lightness of touch to it in a lot of places. Something like Reverse the Curse, that's a perfect little, I don't want to say radio signal, but I mean it in a positive way. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's hooky as hell, that track. It really works. And I can imagine as well, on the little live shows you've been doing, you know, being able to put like bits of the new stuff in the set, that's got to have gone down particularly well, I would imagine. It feels built for live, those new songs.
Yeah, I mean, we've always kind of written songs with the stage in mind and stuff like that, but this record, I'm looking forward to being able to play these songs, and as the more songs come out, you know, we can add new ones to the set list, and when you see people, I feel like we've been playing Sweet Dreams of Otherness fairly regularly, and we're starting to see that point where, like, it's always hard playing the new stuff sometimes. When you're a band has, you know, as long of a career as we have, sometimes people, they want to hear the hits or they want to hear the songs from the old records, and that's fine. It's totally great, but, like, you want to be able to play those songs and to have that similar reaction. And so I think we're getting to that point now where, like, you know, people are losing it for these newer songs, so it's fun.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a fun place to be at. And obviously, I imagine it's a question you're going to get asked a lot, really, but now that after all this time you are back, there is new material, has it spurred you on to keep going with more new stuff? Have you started thinking about what might come beyond this in terms of that, or you just take it as it comes kind of thing?
It's funny, I don't think we've really had the opportunity to really dig in with new material yet, but I know that there's a lot of ideas floating around, and I get the sensation that the second we do decide to focus in on that, I think it will come fairly quickly. Like, I think we're, especially with the way that this last one went, I feel like whatever's coming next will be equally as good.
And we kept, like, after we finished, like, when we knew we had the 10 songs we wanted for the record, we still kept kind of putting ideas together and things, like we were sending demos back and forth, so there's already a bunch of, like, frameworks for new songs. Steele and I were talking about some of them yesterday, actually, so I think yeah, it's like, for us, it's like the creative part is one of the is pretty the funnest part for me, you know, like kind of creating the songs and stuff like that. So, but for us, it's all about not forcing it either.
Right.
You know, it's like it has to feel right. It has to feel just like when we put those 3 songs out a couple of years ago. So, you know, we've got lots of ideas still, but like George said, it will just take that moment of, like, okay, let's, you know, I mean, I think we're so proud of this record that we really just want to have it come out and celebrate it a little bit.
Sure, of course.
Before we even start thinking about other ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like a whole new level of creative inspiration, I think.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? You know, you read the interview in the magazine and everything we've seen from you guys so far, it feels like you are in a really, really good place creatively. So it wouldn't surprise me to see you guys keep going, because yeah, it feels like the working process even around this record felt different to you guys. It felt like I don't know, more comfortable? Is that the phrase you use? I don't know.
I think we were just, like, you know, obviously it's been a long time since we made a record, but most of us have continued making music in some way, shape, or form, you know, and I think the difference is that we have all of that experience. You know, we had all that experience this time around in the studio. It was like all I've done is make records since I joined this band 20 years ago. Yeah. So it's like I feel like I know. I don't really know much about anything, but I feel like I know how to make a record. You know what I mean? And so, like, that, and Wade's like scoring movies, and George has continued to be in a band and writing lyrics and songs with other people, and Jordan's been drumming in Billy Talent, and so, you know what I mean? It's like we have all of this new experience to throw at this band that we didn't have when we were kids. All we had was our ideas and our hopes and dreams, but now we have that mixed with being lifelong contributors to making records. You know,
exciting though to be able to go away, do other things, and then bring it directly back. You know, sometimes it'll bleed in unexpected ways, I'd imagine. But you're right. The word experience probably makes a lot of sense in this context, right?
Yeah, I mean, there is that added element of perspective to the whole thing. I think that we were all there with, and we took such a long time off. We all kind of figured out other things. We all spent time in other worlds doing something different from Alexisonfire. So yeah, coming back to it does feel like this is just like an enjoyable thing that I don't know. Yeah, taking it out of the regular career band tour cycle. Okay, we got 3 months off between tours. Let's write a record, record a record, back out on the road. That sort of like slog. I think taking it out of that, this is just wholly a creative process for us now, and it's just a fun thing to do. It's just about enjoying hanging with my buds.
Oh,
friends.
it's a lovely thing, man. No, genuinely, it's lovely. When you guys are positive, the shows are going to be even more fun. The albums are going to be even more fun. So I'm super hyped for the show later, man. Really, really excited to see you boys on stage.
I'm
with
looking
this
forward to it as well. I think it's
Man.
going to be good.
I think it's going to be a big one, guys. And we'll see you on tour later in the year as well, of course. That's just been announced, so that's going to be very, very exciting. In the meantime, enjoy your weekend, guys. We'll catch up with you soon, all right?
Thank you, man.
Good to see you. Alexisonfire, everybody.